Hodor, Hodor, Hodor. What door?
The night is dark and full of shadows. And so are we.
Terrors?
What?
Hmm?
Oh, it
Cheers.
is terrors. Clearly, I need to have more alcohol. So welcome. We are LuZo. We are live. We just finished watching Game of Thrones Season 6 finale.
And that's why
Damn it, I'm off all night. It is Season 7.
Yeah.
More
okay.
of this.
It's okay.
Season 7, Game of Thrones finale. And spoiler alerts to anyone watching right now. If you have not watched the episode yet, just come back to us after you watch it because we're going to ruin everything for you.
It was epic.
It was amazing. There were
amazing.
so many times when the entire room just yelled so much we had to
Screaming.
pause because we
Cover our
couldn't listen to
faces.
anything. So much
Yeah.
goodness here. I am Sarah with LuZo. I'm here with Natalie. Clearly, we got a little into our
premiere.
watching
Finale, yes.
tonight. So
Cheers.
yeah,
Valar
cheers,
Morghulis.
cheers, Valar Dohaeris. All right, so tonight we're going to be talking about Game of Thrones. Spoiler alert, again, pause or go away from us because we're going to talk about everything.
No holds
Biggest
barred.
thing, and I am so happy about this. Anyone who has ever talked to me about this at all is going to know that my favorite part of tonight was the moment Littlefinger got killed. Just, he died.
By the best person ever.
By Arya. It was amazing.
Yeah.
That was so amazing.
Yeah.
So Arya finally knocked another one off the list, and just no holds barred, just done, slit it.
And then it was set up so well with Sansa totally making it seem like Arya was going to be the one that was on trial for murder and everything else.
And had us fooled because
Yeah.
last week we talked about it. How I was so we were,
Yeah.
I think we were all irritated with Sansa.
We didn't like either of the sisters. We
No.
thought they were both on their periods at that
And
point. Yeah.
clearly, they were just being
plan.
super, super sneaky. So we've got that. We've got the Night King bringing the army into
Got the
Westeros.
dragon,
We have the Ice
destroying
Dragon.
the wall, which
What
was
yeah. We've got Jon and Danny finally like doing it, which is still weird and incestuous. We also actually have a name for Jon, a Targaryen name. And now I guess Bran has to know what to look for.
Yeah, you have to
Bran,
tell
not
him
Bran?
that it happened, and then he can kind of
And then he
search,
goes and
like,
says,
yeah.
"Oh."
It's like Google.
Right? He's
Google
the
three-eyed
Google
raven.
Yeah, I like it.
I do.
I do. So the Google, Bran not Bran, the three-eyed Google Raven.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw,
He's kind of like Daenerys. Long-ass name.
right? Yes, the unburnt. The unburnt. So Bran, actually finds sees everything once Sam gets there. So we've got a lot of things we wanted to happened.
Yes.
We'll just we have
The
to wait a year.
meeting with Cersei.
The meeting, and
Jon
of course,
and-
where Cersei decides to stab everyone in the back, and
Right.
Jaime says, "Screw you," which leads to my theory that Jaime's going to kill her next season.
I really hope he does.
I really do too.
She needs it.
So
But her costume was gorgeous.
it was great.
It was stunning.
So I have a feeling I might have to have that one. I don't know.
make it.
So
Stripes.
we're going to talk some about that. We're going to talk about all of it. And what we've got going on here tonight is a little different than what we usually have. Normally there are four of us just sitting here chit-chatting, talking to each other. What we're going to do tonight is we're not the only two here. We're going to pair up people and have conversations about various things that happened throughout the episode. Not really a face-off because sometimes we might agree and that's fine, but a nice in-depth discussion with two people at a time. And then we're also going to go to the other part of the room. We got about 12 or 13 people here that were watching it with us, and we're going to go to other members of the crew that were watching and talk to them a little bit about their feelings about the show. So a little bit of a different thing. Please leave comments. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Find us, leave comments. We're watching all of that. We're commenting on Twitter. So let us know what you think. Ask us questions. We're happy to answer. We're happy to discuss everything. So
Watch our reaction video. They were taping it live.
Yeah,
and
I think
I'm
we're gonna-
actually curious to see it myself.
I don't know. I think we're going to have to. We were on Periscope earlier.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be good. So, all right, now, without further ado,
We are going to toast.
We are gonna
to the
toast.
fallen.
to the fallen.
And man,
no, wait.
he deserved it.
Thank the gods.
Thank the Lord of Light.
I think it's funny how you said thank the Lord of Light when I am the priestess.
Well, you
and
know.
I said thank the gods because I've always identified as
Okay.
Stark. I don't know. Anyway.
Thank the seven.
We
We don't have the Septa
Thank
Baela
the
anymore.
mother? Oh, well, it's
yeah.
done.
Well,
Cersei has no...
she still needs to
No
work
religion
on her,
anyway.
her Bible.
Okay, so are we bringing 2 other people in now?
Or are you just enjoying seeing our lovely costumes?
Off screen. By the way, speaking of lovely costumes, I would like to thank Natalie. She made this costume.
With help, but yes.
That's fine. And she hasn't even worn it yet. So I get to wear it tonight because she will be at Long Beach Comic Con next weekend.
We're going to have a whole
wearing
Game of
this.
Thrones group costume.
Yes, and we have Ravi, our very own, LuZo's very own Ravi,
I
is
brought
dressed
it especially for him.
as
and
Daenerys Targaryen
fits
and looks
beautifully.
lovely.
He's enjoying the train.
He's quite he enjoys the free flow of the dress.
Yes.
And so you will see him. He will be on camera, and he doesn't get to change out of the dress.
No.
He'll be on here at some point, and we're hoping to get him in the dress at Long Beach Comic Con next Sunday. So
We have an interesting mashup hopefully planned for that. So we'll
yeah,
see
that
if
would
it comes
be
together.
that would be really cool. And if
Yeah.
not, we'll just dress him up like Daenerys and go with it.
But definitely come find us.
him
We're
in
going to have a
blonde
whole
wig.
group of Varys and Jon Snow and Daenerys and Red Priestess
I
and
think
Marjorie.
I might be Marjorie,
Yeah, we're going to have
so
the whole gang. So
It's going to be good stuff.
Try and
so,
find us.
Are we now transferring to having someone else over here talking?
All right.
We aren't quite yet.
in a moment.
One. Okay, it's more than 1 second. I just counted.
Two.
Theon or
Oh my gosh, we didn't even talk
Theon!
about Theon. Okay, so how great was that
He
moment?
redeemed himself somewhat.
It finally paid off that all of his parts had been removed.
Yes, that was hilarious.
That was fabulous. He
I
kicks
love
him
how
and he's like, "Oh
He
yeah,
looked
that's not
up
gonna
And
matter."
he was just laughing at the guy.
Like, you just, what do you, nope, that's not gonna help you. Kick him again.
It was great.
That
That
was-
was good. I
So-
finally may like him again. I don't know. He's
Eh.
done such crappy stuff to so many people that it's kind of hard to.
Yeah, but whatever. I mean,
this really helped though.
it did.
Yeah.
It really, really did.
He
It
had a
was-
small little section, but he made it his own, and it totally brought back his storyline. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad we're gonna hopefully see Yara next season. Hopefully.
Yeah, well, I mean, they wouldn't bother to kill her off screen.
Yeah.
I don't
They
think
need
that
to bring her.
he would make a display of it because
He needs to.
he wants to make Theon pay.
And can we talk about Euron? I mean, what was up with that and Cersei and
Yeah,
the
they
whole-
plotted ahead of the times, and now he's going to pick up not the golden.
the Iron Bank.
Well, no,
Their
but it's
army,
the
the
golden.
golden,
It's the well, there. It's a.
They're mercenaries.
Yeah, it's an army of mercenaries, which is
Company.
thank you,
Golden
the Golden
Company.
Company. It's
Thank you.
interesting because they're the only. I think because Daenerys picked up the Seven Sons,
Right.
Uh,
She has the Dothraki.
and
she has
she's
the
got
Unsullied.
and yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I guess she never picked up the Golden Company.
She probably didn't think she needed to.
Probably not.
Because dragons, but we all know what happened with one of them. Oh, no.
Oh,
Too soon.
It is too soon. All right, so now we are bringing in Evelyn and Kate. I don't know what they're going to be talking about. It will be Game of Thrones. So let's bring them in. Come on,
we'll
let's
see.
take our drinks over
Sweet.
here, and we'll be back with you in a minute.
Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey. While we have them transitioning real quick, we're going to walk around the room and just, look at me in my beautiful dress real quick.
It's so pretty.
It's a great dress. Thanks, everybody. Claudio is over here just kind of hanging out. Come over here real quick, just so that everybody can kind of see. Claudio, what was your favorite part in this episode?
Oh my God, when Daenerys boned Jon, that was by far the best.
Claudio, this is
Pretty
a...
sure I saw like half a nipple in there. There was a more than half a nipple, but at least half. No, not yours. I've seen yours multiple times.
Oh, excellent. This is a family show. I just want to remind you of that.
It used to be, up until now.
Gotcha. I think we're about ready to switch over there. In the meantime, hold the microphone and kind of tell us, what are your thoughts on season 8?
I'm just so awestruck by your dress that I can't even begin to think about season 8. Like, that is all I can think about at this point.
But don't you think that Jaime's going to kill Cersei?
I sure hope so. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I hope so.
I think it has to. Yes, except for the prophecy. It's going to have to be Jaime or Tyrion. So, yeah, anyway, it's going to have to be Jaime or Tyrion. So now we are going back to talk to Evelyn and Kate. as they discuss more Game of Thrones goodness.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Ooh, wait.
That was a lot.
I feel scandalized.
Yeah. How do you feel, Kate? Tell us how you really feel.
I don't think I was old enough for that episode or this company.
It's really not family friendly.
It's not.
No.
It's not. Even though half the people here are family. And they're friendly.
Wow, you're being really nice.
I'm trying really hard. Yeah. I don't know how to feel right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I liked how it started. I liked Daenerys' grand entrance.
My queen.
That part was pretty great. Then I felt like it was like kind of slow.
Boring as all
for
heck.
a little while, and I was starting to lose hope in the episode, but I knew it was building up to something. Mm-hmm. And I'm just so happy Littlefinger's dead.
It was a good day for the ladies.
Yeah, I'm really satisfied right now.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased. Like you, I thought the beginning was tremendously boring after we got Our Lady Daenerys coming in on the dragon. And
Yeah, nothing happened.
yeah, I was really expecting there to be something more exciting with that big meeting.
Right. I
And
mean, like,
nothing happened.
all they did that was exciting was, like, make everyone jump with dead guy coming at your face, and that's pretty much it. And I'm like, okay, I'm bored.
It's like a cameo
I'm
by
bored
The Walking
again.
Dead. And then nothing happened.
Yeah.
But then we got the good stuff. My God, Littlefinger dying, just gonna pull his own
Just
blood.
so great.
The only thing is I wish there was a better build up to that because it would have been so much more exciting. And it wasn't, because I feel like what happened in the last episode between the sisters didn't naturally lead us to something going down. It just didn't make any sense. So I
Right,
didn't think
like, it was just
surprising.
kind of like, I bet if we went back and watched it, we would get the subtleness in it, but yeah.
What do you think was surprising?
The biggest surprise to me was that Tyrion didn't die. I thought he was gone. And I thought Jamie was going to die too. I was like, well, things get really real right now.
That's so true. I thought Tyrion was a goner, and I was probably because I'm actually emotionally invested in that character.
Right.
And
I
things are
felt
actually
legitimately sad in that moment. I was like, this
And it
can't. No.
It gave me the feels, and I was like, that's how you know he's done. But then he was not, and I thought that was very satisfying. I think it also made Cersei more interesting than she has been, being straight up cuckoo town this whole time.
I'm also really happy that he doesn't believe she's pregnant, because that's what we're all thinking.
Yeah. And then the Jamie surprise. I think that was maybe no, it's almost like they gave you the surprise of thinking that she was going to kill him, and that was like really exciting and terrible.
Right.
And then I thought the scene was wonderful, and I love that it resolved with him just walking away.
Right.
Oh, I can't wait for him to kill her.
She's losing control.
I can't wait for him to kill her.
It's going to be amazing.
I'm thrilled.
I'm really excited for next season.
Yeah, I don't know that anything else was particularly surprising.
Yeah.
Jon and Daenerys was bland as all heck.
Oh yeah, like we've been calling that for like the whole season.
Yeah.
So
They've been trying to make us care,
right.
and I don't.
And they just made it extra weird by being like, we need to tell them they're related, and then have that scene showing.
How many ravens have you sent? How quickly have you been traveling? And you can't just be like, ooh, by the way, that ain't your friend.
Yeah, like
stop,
that's
your family member.
Stop.
Yeah.
But maybe they're into that because of
They're Targaryens.
yeah.
It's a family thing.
And think about Jon Snow's history. Maybe.
Usually likes gingers. So Jon and Tormund is what we'll see next season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody write that fan fiction.
No.
You can.
No, absolutely not. But yeah, I feel weirdly satisfied.
Right. Me too. Like, I know that the ending definitely made me want to keep watching, but at the same time, I'm very happy with where they stopped it.
Yeah, I think next season it'll be similarly very quick.
It'll be really intense,
A lot
I
of
think.
things will happen.
I think every episode will feel like a last episode. This
It'll
season.
probably still be
Yeah.
very predictable and yet fun anyway. And a lot of things won't make sense, and I'll just put up with it because I've been watching for 7 seasons so far, and I'm invested.
Yeah. You just like need to know how it ends at that point.
Yeah, I need to know. I also need to see Jon just like hurl his guts out when somebody's like, "That's your aunt." You know,
Just like everything.
I need
is
somebody
gross.
to have
I
an
need to rip
appropriate
my
response.
skin off.
Reveal your reptilian self.
I mean, or take the faces off.
Take your face off.
All right.
Man.
All right. Is somebody else coming on, or
Or are we just gonna talk forever?
we can?
Because
Keep,
I can.
We can keep talking.
What do you guys think about Theon?
Theon. I still don't like him.
Yeah, it didn't like it was like his moment. His like
He
50
got-
seconds of stardom.
I think what we just got was the like minor amount of redemption you need to give the character before you can kill him.
I did
That's what that
really appreciate him being kneed in the crotch and just
Multiple
nothing
times.
happening.
In case it wasn't funny the first 2 times.
Like
Just
that was
kept going.
good. That was real good.
Yeah, I also am like a little proud of him because he like broke the guy's nose on the first try.
Like, oh baby.
I was like, blood, good job, boy. Not that I feel maternal towards that guy. I
And
want
then
him to
just
die.
washing his face in the salt water.
Yeah, I appreciate that with some of those characters that have taken a back seat recently, we're starting to like tie up some loose ends.
Right.
It didn't work out very well with Benjen. As everybody goes, wait, who's that one guy? And now he's dying? We don't remember? That was kind of sad. But I appreciate with Theon, okay, something's happening now.
Right.
It was kind of satisfying. It was funny. I don't know. I feel like there's other characters we've gotten that with. I mean, they brought back, like, Gendry.
For like an episode.
The Hound is, like, vaguely relevant now. That's cool.
I still don't see how he ran so fast.
Yeah. Who's your favorite?
Who's my favorite?
Yeah.
Like right now?
Yeah, right now.
I'm really happy about Arya. My girl. Really happy about her right now.
Speaking of Arya, do you think she'll leave Winterfell sometime soon? Because it's almost like we resolved the conflict there between her and Sansa. Thank you, sweet bejeebus.
That's what needed to be done.
But she still has all these people on her list. She still has stuff
Right.
that she needs to do. So I feel like
I
she's
think
not
she's
going to.
Well, but with everything happening with the wall right now, will that change what she may have originally wanted to be doing?
There we go. Because I was like, I don't see her staying.
But
then
she'll
I
do anything for Jon Snow.
Yeah, and I don't see her leaving Sansa now.
Yeah.
So what is she gonna do?
Like now they have all this sisterly love that's just weird. The babies. But whatever.
No, she's really good. I feel like Tyrion's still my favorite. Always and forever.
I'm really glad he didn't die.
I'm so glad he didn't die.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would have had like a complete and total like breakdown if that had happened. Like,
I would have just been like, this show's dead to me. Dead to me.
and I feel like I was really annoyed with Jaime. Like speaking of like opinions that we have and like things that have changed, Jaime I was super annoyed with because it's almost like he was going back to Cersei. Like he was skeptical of her baloney for a while, which made him more endearing. Then all of a sudden he's like super in love with her again and putting up with all of her garbage. And now he's finally like, chick, what you doing?
It's because, like, when he saw what was going on, he was like, this is bad.
Yeah.
But she, like, I think he realized in that moment, it's like, she's never gonna be any better.
Yeah, I think he's finally
She's always
realized
gonna be the worst.
she's permanently off her rocker.
yeah.
And not in like a cute way.
Like, yeah, is there ever a cute way to be off your rocker?
A little bit. You're friends with me.
Yeah, true.
Is that a question?
Anyway,
Yeah.
I think it's somebody else's turn, but we'll be back, or maybe we're still going. We're still going. I'm confused.
We need like hand signals.
I know. I thought I gotta wrap it up hand signal, so I got confused.
That's fine.
Anyway.
But yeah, Jaime, I think it was important that we got a character who actually seemed to be wise to what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good.
Yeah.
What other big things happened here that I mean, the ending.
Yeah, the ending was...
Did we appreciate that cliffhanger?
Was that supposed to be, like, people hanging off the wall?
Oh, wow. Did I just kind of pun?
Like, you kind of did.
I punned a little bit.
Yeah. Which is kind of awful and sad.
I'm not sorry.
But I'm happy with it
I
because
thought it was fun.
we all know that's going to happen and that's going to be a good chunk of next season.
Yeah, because the Hound called it somehow.
Yeah. So I think it's a good way of prefacing the next season.
Yeah, it was a nice way to kick it off. I don't know that ending it on a quiet note would have really made any sense, especially after so much of what happened in the episode and even what happened this season wasn't super action-packed. It was a lot of like character stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a nice way to kind of be like, and by the way, everything's going to crap.
Yeah.
The next season.
Like,
we're
things
gonna
about to go really bad.
hopefully they were really big
bad.
budget. A really big budget.
Right.
And
So that
blue
they can
flames.
keep doing all those dead dragon ice things.
I hope Tormund didn't die.
I literally just got the Funko Pop of him
Was
yesterday.
that like fire we saw, or was that ice? Or
Yeah, we don't know what the blue flame thing was. I think it was. I almost feel like we're talking about Cyclops now, where everybody's like, "But are the eye beams hot or not?" Or
It's
are they
like a
just
magic
concussive blasts?
laser beam, like
don't know.
cold beam of magic.
Yeah, I think that's
That's all I
just
got.
some blue magical concussive blast thing that I wouldn't want to touch me regardless of its temperature.
No,
I wouldn't want it.
but I wouldn't want that anywhere near me.
It was
I would
exciting.
cry.
Though. It was exciting.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
it was.
that it was a little bit of a surprise because we didn't know what to expect from the ice dragon beastie.
I
So it
know.
was
I like
kind of-
that you were really astonished by how it was flying with holes in its wings.
I know we're dealing with magic. I know there's a lot of things that don't make realistic sense scientifically. I can suspend my disbelief, but I was kind of like, why, when you're designing the dragon, why give it all kinds of holes in its wings when you know it needs to fly?
Right.
Why would you do that? I don't
know.
I don't understand.
But we're switching off now for real this time. Sorry, I kept messing that up.
She was hopeful. She was like,
Yeah.
God, please make Kate stop talking to me.
No,
but
it's
yeah,
cool.
we're going to bring in some people that hopefully have more intellectual what's going on with the dragon.
We're
Blue
just
fire.
in too much.
It's on. It's definitely on.
Hey. All right. So while we are transitioning, I think we have to squat down just a little bit. So we've got Thad and Jesse coming in a minute. But I am here with Krishna to find out what you episode.
Hey,
Hello.
oh, as again low.
Hello.
This is kind of
Yeah.
weird. But that episode, a lot happened, and I'm just gonna say, right.
Thank
right
you,
off-
Mr. Obvious.
Yes, no, like duh. But I think for me, the biggest thing I cheered literally at the biggest thing when Theon got knocked like 8 times in where his not, and he just kind of like smiled kind of creepily and was like, oh, guess what? I can keep going, and then like headbutts the guy and takes back like, you know what? I'm gonna save my sister. Like he
finally grew
metaf-
a set now that he has none.
Metaphorically grew his set. Yeah. I cheered the hardest at that part of the episode because actually to me like that little character thing right there, to me that was the most moving part of the episode. Like all the rest of it we could have seen, we could have foreseen. Like oh yeah we have like this Game of Thrones if you happening with Cersei trying to
Nice
maneuver-
name.
Yeah, I know, right? Maneuver around and be I know how to lie, and Jamie, you're the dumbest Lannister. So I was like, you know what? To see something like that with Theon, like we've been watching him for all of these seasons now. He's clearly important. Like we haven't. Why would we watch him for 7 seasons just to see him die with no payoff? Like that would be silly. Like to me. So he clearly has a part to play. He's been there since. Episode 1, as we started to watch today, we actually started to watch episode 1 of season 1 today, and it was pretty joyful.
They were
I would
also
say.
young. Bran could still walk.
Yeah. Jamie had 2 hands, and like it was great. It was fantastic. Arya
And he
wasn't
used
a
those hands
psycho
to push
killer.
Bran off a wall.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what you gonna do?
So much happened. Like Sansa showed like she's still clearly like House Stark, and Arya and Sansa seem to have formed like a bond that doesn't look like can be broken. I think that's going to be like a force going forward. Like that's something we need to monitor, going forward. So I know I'm excited. We'll see what happens next season.
Yes, we will.
For sure.
Okay, who do you think is going to kill Cersei?
Tyrian.
Just because I think it's Jamie, right? Just because I keep claiming it's going to be Jamie.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think it's Jamie. So just to think, I think it'll be maybe Tyrion.
I feel like Tyrion's too obvious. I feel like Jamie, because of the love that he has for her, it'll be so much more meaningful if Jamie kills her.
I really do think Jamie will, but just to be different, I guess I have to say Tyrion.
Okay, fine. But what about the thought that it might be Arya?
Arya, that makes a lot of sense, but I think it has to be someone closer than that.
All right. So, what about Tormund? We saw him go down, we thought, on the wall. Do you think he's dead? Do you think he's coming back?
No, he's coming back. Him and Brienne are meant to be, so that's going to be a thing. For sure.
Wait, we have to think of the name. Is it, there's no way you can combine their names.
Tormien.
Tormien? Tormien?
Yeah.
Tormien.
Or
Briormond.
Brienmond.
That doesn't. Briamond.
I think our producer is saying
it's time to switch over now. So we have Jesse and Thad sitting in the hot seats, ready to talk some more Game of Thrones.
Well, hello.
Ooh, sorry, I have to get up because the seat is so hot. Let me do a little twirl for
In
ya.
true red carpet style, Dad, what are you wearing?
This is a Targaryen cleric outfit that I put together.
Tell us more about that.
I have ornamental the broken wheel, as you can see.
I do see.
From my brother's geek store in McPherson, Kansas, the Village Geek, we have our Targaryen
He has a patch. You cannot
Am I
argue
allowed to
with
do that plug, Ravi? Village Geek, they're amazing. Check them out. The new store in Manhattan, Kansas. They're amazing. Yeah, villagegeek.com. Check them out. So we have this, and then on my way here, I ran into this big white wolf, and I cast a divinity spell on it, and I hacked the shit out of it with my machete. It's
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering, this is an
Valyrian
actual
steel.
machete. We are concerned
black
for the people
Valyrian
on set.
steel machete.
Okay.
Let's just put that back.
Put that
I
away.
skinned it, and that's what happens.
Well, that was everything I hoped it could be. Let's move on to some fan theories regarding Game of Thrones. Do you think Bran is the Night King?
I just had this theory introduced to me today.
Okay.
So I need to mill that over. It's a lot to think
So the
about.
facts behind it is essentially Bran can open a door in time the way he did with Hodor, and we think that some mistake in his being able to see the future has created the Night King.
Do I think that? There's so many. I just recently got on this train about the Targaryen snow thing, and so I was excited to see that come to fruition. Boy, was I ever excited about
And we can
that.
talk. And we can talk about that. Targaryen snow. So I was initially concerned because, and you may have heard this in previous broadcasts, I was afraid that Jon Snow would bone his aunt. Obviously in Game of Thrones, that's not an issue because brother on sister, if you know what I mean. Dad, when we talk about Targaryen snow...
Well, I just think that they're two very beautiful people, and that if they don't happen to know that they're relatives, then maybe who are we to blame? Who
We're
are we
gonna
to
go with
cast
the
judgment
ignorant-
on anybody in that situation? Would I do the same thing? Boy, I can't say one way or the other.
So we're gonna plead the ignorance is bliss theory. Let's move on. Cersei, who do you think will kill her?
I'm gonna go with Arya. She's on the list. We all want it. We all want that catharsis, and I know I want it.
I have to play devil's advocate here, obviously. If we want Arya to kill Cersei, it's not going to happen because George R.R. Martin does not deign it
Doesn't give us what we want.
That's exactly right. It's not a question of
Sometimes.
if, it's a question of when. And if Cersei Lannister is going to die, it's probably going to be someone close to her. So my bets are on Jaime or Tyrion.
He gave us what he wanted with Ramsay. You know, we have
Ramsay
that.
got what
we have
happened.
the payoffs once
What was
in a
coming
while.
to him? Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely deserved. Joffrey probably deserved a little more, a little worse, but he got that too. So I'm not gonna write it off. I still think it's Arya.
Okay.
I'm calling it.
So let's address, since Arya is gonna run off and kill Cersei, which we've obviously decided, what's happening at the gate?
Well, the gate is down. The
gate is down.
It's the Walking Dead
That is
all
exactly
over
right.
all over Westeros.
What
the
are
whole
your
next
theories
season.
for the next episode coming up?
It's gonna be a whole nother regroup. We've seen was it the end of, was it the season finale of the second season where the walkers were like, oh no, they're right outside the wall, and they were like, right. I mean, it seems like it was a while ago that they were right out there.
They were right out there, Thad.
And now
You're
they
exactly
really are though. So it's gonna happen. We're gonna see White Walkers probably ravaging small, unprotected villages.
We look at this rationally, and what can kill White Walkers?
Dragonglass.
Dragonglass and what?
And dragons.
Fire.
And fire, yes.
That's exactly right. So, they've already attacked the wall. They've torn it down with the ice dragon.
But they've mined the dragonglass officially. So we have weapons, and we're heading north, and we're gonna meet them somewhere north, but I don't know. I mean, there's a perception of time thing. It makes it difficult. It's like, so the Ravens now in this season, they're moving super fast and things are happening really quickly, whereas like the first season, it would have taken a whole trip to get where they're going and all this other stuff would have happened.
We have to ask
Or not.
ourselves, at the end of all things to come, is Cersei going to hold true to her word? Is she going to fight the Night
She's a
King?
liar. Cersei is a liar. She will not hold true to her word.
The one thing you can always get from people that have decided to be liars is that they're going to lie. So something's going to happen with Cersei.
Comeuppance.
I hope it's comeuppance, but at the end of the day, with George R.R. Martin, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when.
Because all men must die.
That's exactly right. For the love of God, is there anyone coming up after us?
Yeah. We're about to switch over.
Cool.
So, what else can we talk about? Oh, check out my dragon bag.
Wait, higher.
What is that made out of?
Yes, I skinned a baby dragon.
Can you see the zipper?
Don't tell the queen. Yeah, show him. No.
What'd you think of Theon?
I think that Theon kind of got dealt a raw deal from the get-go, and I still think that it would have, like, if you need him there, he would have felt something. I felt it was kind of a silly cop out. Like,
So that was kind of like a nerve ending that was removed.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
For the most part, I was proud of Theon.
It was a plot thing.
He kept fighting.
Thank you. So we're gonna wrap it up now. Let's take it on down to the Periscope camera.
Hello, and we are going to now, I believe, coming up next in the hot seats, we've got Ravi and Krishna. You'll finally get to, well, I guess you've already seen Ravi in his full splendor. Yes, that is all of his chest hair, by the way. So speaking of chest hair, what did we think of Euron tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Or speaking of the lack of chest hair, maybe Jon Snow.
Lack of tan. I mean,
I mean, I would imagine
no sun in winter.
there is no sun in the north. Or it's just too cold to bear anything and tan it, so.
But speaking of bear, I mean, come on, man has a butt.
He does have a nice butt for such a small man.
But no body hair on anyone.
No. Yes, I can't speak. The Dothraki have lots of body hair. Clearly, they're the only ones that have the body hair.
And the testosterone.
Well, that's clearly they let their hair grow so long.
Yeah, it's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, but Euron.
Yeah, Euron.
So what do we think of Euron and his little plan with Cersei to go, pick up the Golden Company. Why do I keep wanting to say the Golden Sons? It's the Seven Sons, the Golden Company.
I thought you were going to say the Golden Compass, quite frankly. I'm like, wrong movie.
Nope, whole other thing. Yeah, I guess fair point that he's not going to give up the opportunity to become the king.
Right.
He's just, I don't know.
I think the dead white, is it a white? The white? I think that did throw him, though. I really do.
Oh, I think it did, too. I thought I saw his eyeliner drip a little bit, like he sweated it off a little.
Refined as it could have been.
A tough guy never has to tell you over and over again that he's tough. I think he pooped his panties a little bit.
Just a bit.
But I thought it was really satisfying that Cersei kind of turned that around and was like, remember how that was tremendously weird and didn't make any sense? We had a plan. I've been waiting for more moments like that because it didn't feel like it was out of nowhere, but it was surprising because they didn't hand feed it to us.
Yeah.
So that was kind
Which
of
is
satisfying.
nice.
I was glad that Cersei revealed that she was actually doing something vaguely intelligent in that meeting because it seemed like nothing happened.
Right, especially when
So-
she came back and magically just said, all right, fine.
I'll do it.
Yeah, so I thought that was satisfying. I'm glad he was useful. I can't wait for him to die. I hope somebody does something horrible to him.
I will say the
Yes.
mountain was really freaky. That makeup was excellent that they did on him
Yes.
with the red eyes and the blue. It was awesome.
I seriously think somebody's heard us talking about how bad the makeup and costuming has been.
They were like,
Yes, clearly everyone listens to us.
HBO was watching.
This time, I thought it was great.
All right, so we are ready to see Ravi Targaryen and his brother Krishna, who is in his normal clothes, heading over to the hot seat. Take it away, boys.
Hi. I'm here with Daenerys Targaryen.
Sorry.
Apparently.
Oh, use the one word. Right there.
Daenerys Targaryen?
I said shit. Oh, said it twice now.
That's the second one. No more Daenerys. You're a queen now.
I am a queen.
You need to act royally.
Oh, right. Burn everybody with my dragons because...
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you, off camera, dragon person.
Burn my dragons.
Oh.
So I think our big area right now that we're talking about is what do we think about season 8, the last season of Game of Thrones from the amazing company known as HBO. What's their hashtag? Anybody?
Hashtag HBO.
No, they have a thing. It's
Hashtag blessed.
Sure, whatever. Anyway, the big rumor right now flying out. Season 7 was a big undertaking. It took them a long time. They wanted very snow-like scenes. Mm-hmm. They want even more snow-like scenes. And they're pushing actually shooting, getting production done, post-production, all that fun
So they haven't even
nonsense.
started yet.
From what I understand, they have not started yet. We may not be seeing a season 8 of Game of Thrones until 2019. Mm-hmm. Do you know how old I'll be?
I'll be 30. I'll be 30 or 31. So.
Wow. I will be not that.
Yes, I don't think you will. Daenerys Targaryen.
Thank you. I am a princess. What do you think about that? I mean, the fact that we have a giant corporate organization here with the resources galore. They've made so much money off of this, and they are forcing us, the fans, to wait so long.
Unfortunately, so here's how there's nothing to really see, right? The ball is in their court. They're making the episodes that we have all grown up with and fallen in love with. They can do whatever they want. They could say that these episodes are coming out in 4 years,
right?
And we're still going to tune in 4 years. And in fact, in 4 years, it would be the biggest event. It would be even bigger than the Olympics at that point.
Do you think it would be bigger than the Conor McGregor fight that just happened? That Showtime, the competitors to HBO, just showed. Oops, did I do that? Whoopsie. Let's move on.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. But I don't know if it's like an on purpose they're forcing us to wait until 2019. I think it's more of.
Do you actually think it's a production issue?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you actually think that they want to get more snowy? Because one of the big things that one of the behind the scenes video showed was the big Beyond the Wall episode, right? One of the big things that the visual effects artists, the directors kept pushing was we wanted to be more realistic, right? We wanted to be more real. So they actually went to places like Iceland, northern Switzerland, and places that were very, very cold. And they waited until it was the heart of winter to get those beautiful shots, because they even said people will look at it and think this isn't real. And guess what? We, for the most part, thought, wait, that's not real, which is amazing. So maybe the trade-off is worth it, because visually we get something that seems beautiful and realistic and whatnot.
I'd be willing to bet that's a huge part of it for sure. And to be honest, if it's the penultimate like season, this is the last season, like this is where we need all of our payoffs. Like honestly, everything that we've experienced so far, if the last season's a letdown, I think everyone here would agree that whatever we've seen wouldn't matter as much, right?
That's true.
It's your last impressions is always the greatest impression, I think.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think the other part of it as well is that the actors involved in this production, I think as they've grown with Game of Thrones, I think so have their profiles. And I think we've seen that.
That's true.
In the individual actors and actresses, they've been given other projects outside of this.
I totally have been given other projects outside of this.
Daenerys, I mean, absolutely.
I was in that terrible Terminator film.
That Terminator flick where, I mean, but you know what? You're a great actress. You've changed your whole look since then.
Thank you.
And you're a completely different person almost.
I'm consistently pushing the edge
You've
of
even
change.
changed your voice tone, which I've never.
I'm glad that's
never
what
seen
you
that
noticed
before.
and nothing else.
Nothing. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
That's
honestly, the only thing
biggest
you noticed
is your voice coming at me in those
Thank you.
deep baritones or whatever that is.
Thank you. It took a lot of work.
Yeah,
it was a lot of work
for sure. But yeah, no, I do think it's probably a combination of things, right? I will say this: 2019, we're all gonna wait. Yeah, we're all gonna be like a year and a half older, and we're all gonna wait, and we're all gonna be speculating for like crazy. All the theories that have come out in the last 2 weeks about the last 2 weeks about
Right.
what is happening.
Real quick on the last thing of why they're pushing to 2019. Just to play devil's advocate, and because I am somewhat of a Star Wars nerd.
Daenerys, you're a Star Wars nerd?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in that terrible Han Solo piece of garbage that's coming out.
Wait, you are?
Yeah, sadly.
Wait, you
anyway,
are?
yes. No, really, she is.
Wait, you are?
Like 1,000%. The actress that plays Daenerys is going to be in the Han Solo.
Emilia Clarke, is that her name?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
wait, who's she playing? Do we know?
I don't know. Anyway,
Oh, shoot.
back to this real quick.
I didn't know that.
Do you think though, like 2019 for geeks and nerds is going to be probably the biggest year ever? We have a whole new theme park coming out, right? Dedicated to Star Wars. Star Trek will be probably at its second season, which will be pretty big. We'll probably have new Paramount will probably be announcing new Star Trek films as well. We're going to have new Jurassic Park coming out. We're going to have new Star Wars. The new trilogy is finally ending. Do you think they delayed this to come out in the biggest year of nerd geek fandom in human history for the sake that all this other crap is happening?
That's interesting, but I don't understand why they would do that, though.
Why not?
Why?
Because you could think about your social media posts. You could just go Star Wars, space,
But
Game
you
of
don't-
Thrones, and you'd get 1 billion hits.
But you don't think though, like if you pick a season earlier or a season later, that like you would get more hits because you're the only thing that you have to compete with, like by
But
yourself?
you've got like Emilia Clarke, right? In 2018 is when she comes out with a Han Solo film, right?
Yeah.
Most likely, sadly, the Han Solo film will probably be whatever. Everyone will be like, oh, it's a great film. And I'll be like, it's garbage.
Daenerys, you don't like your...
No, I'm very critical.
Your Avatar?
I'm very
Playing-
critical of my own my own films.
You have high standards. I
Very
understand.
high standards.
I understand.
Very, very high standards. But yeah, I honestly don't think it's because of a production thing or we want more snow. I think it's because our actors, our publicity will be at its peak in 2019.
Because of all the nerddom.
The nerddom that's going on in the world.
Because of all the other stuff.
Yes.
Interesting.
That's what I think.
I think that weakens... I think that, in my opinion, I feel like that weakens HBO, the product they're trying to put out there. Because HBO...
It's all for money at the end of the day. It's like HBO doesn't care about story,
But then
they
why
care
not
about profits.
Why not come out next
They're a
year
business.
when you would make a lot of money?
Westworld was not already, but Westworld's coming out in 2019.
Westworld's coming out in 2019. God damn it!
So
Do you
why
think
would you
that they
dilute
have
your
those
product?
two compete with each other? Because Westworld
That's
is
silly.
extremely popular.
we're repeating the question. Do you think that? What was the question?
Westworld is coming out.
Westworld is coming out in 2019. Do you think that they want the two shows to compete against each other?
No, that's really silly. Why would you do that when
you
Game
have
of
a
Thrones-
guaranteed Emmy winner.
Yes. Well, but listen though, why would you do that?
That's huge.
When Game of Thrones is coming to the end of your lifeline.
Yes.
And Westworld is just starting.
But no, Krishna,
That's
you're
silly.
wrong. Krishna, my brother from the same mother, you're wrong. Game of
Daenerys?
Thrones is not coming to the end of its lifeline. There are 3 spin-off shows
the show
in
as
the
we know
works.
it. The show
No,
as
no,
we
no,
know
no,
it.
no, no, no,
The
no,
show
no, no,
as
no,
we
no,
know
no.
it that
Krishna,
people have committed to.
Wait, back up. Let's back up. Krishna believes that the Thor trailer that came out during SDCC was better than the Justice League trailer, so his opinion is terrible. Anyway, keep
Thank
watching.
you.
We're about to switch over to Sarah, who's live with our audience, who are all passing out because they are not drinking enough. Let's go.
Okay. Thanks for that lively conversation, Daenerys and Krishna. And might I say, Daenerys, that your chest hair is looking lovely. So now I'm sitting over here with Jesse. Hello. So let's see. I'm trying to think if there was anything of substance that was just said that we can discuss amongst ourselves. I will say this: the comment about the possibility of Westworld and Game of Thrones competing, I think, is kind of ridiculous because it's their channel, so they don't have to put them on against each other. They can't. One channel. Different times a year, one massive year with a whole bunch of really good stuff, which would be amazing. So, since we haven't had a chance to talk about it, what do you think? Who do you think, I should say, who do you think is going to kill Cersei? Or do you think Cersei's not going to die? Because I keep making the assumption she's going to die. But what do you think?
I keep thinking Cersei's going to die in a romantic way, so I have to say that Jaime Lannister is going to kill her. Though in my heart and in my soul, I want it to be Arya to avenge her family, but I know it's probably going to be Jaime or Tyrion.
Aside from the prophecy that dictates that one of them, and we know, even though George R. R. Martin is no longer writing, this is still his story, and he was big with the prophecies, and I that's why biggest thing, I think it's either got to be Jaime or Tyrion. I agree. I kind of wouldn't mind it being Arya. At the same time, I think it's going to mean so much more if Jaime does it, because it's going to be so much more epic if she pushes him to the point where he kills her. And I think that we saw a little bit of that tonight.
We saw a little bit of that tonight because Jaime asked her to make a choice and she didn't do it. And as much as we want it to be Arya, we know it's probably going to be one of the other Lannisters.
What I find to be interesting is that we've seen yet again how Cersei doesn't have a lot of weaknesses that we've seen. Her children and Jaime. And yet we saw that again tonight when she couldn't send the Mountain after Jaime to kill him. Because I kind of thought that I was afraid that she was going to, and I thought that's just not a good way to end Jaime. I was a little afraid. What do you think?
I think having revisited it and having rewatched the first season, even every time we see Jaime, anything horrible he does is in the name of Cersei. And he'll say, like, never say I never did anything for love. So I don't think he's inherently an evil creature, but at the end of the day, I don't think Arya is going to get the thing she desires. I think it's going to be Jaime that ends Cersei because he knows she's kind of a plague upon the planet.
Do you think at this point that Arya has progressed enough with her character that she at least will be glad that Cersei's dead and maybe won't hold it against Jaime? Or do you think she's also going to then take Jaime out after he kills Cersei?
She's probably already showed that in the way that she teamed up with Sansa, and that was the ultimate sibling rivalry, but also the ultimate sibling comeuppance. You don't mess with family. And she kind of showed that you don't do that because she was able to take out Littlefinger. At the end of the day, she is growing wiser, and my call is that Jaime's going to take it, and Arya's going to have to be content with it.
I'm good with that too. All right, so now in the hot seats, we have Thad yet again with his furry wolf on his waist, and it's not the camera's not on you yet. I believe the wolf's name was Ikea, by the way. And then we've also got Daniel, who we haven't seen yet this evening. So let's send it over to Thad and Daniel.
Can we see my tuchus now? Show it again. It's a fur skirt. It's called a furt. We're gonna call it that.
A fart?
Oh, jeez. So
Hi, Dan.
this was the end of season 7. I kind of feel like these last couple episodes have obviously been setting up for season 8. I mean, we did see a little bit of the Ice Dragon in action tonight, but it's not like he was, you know, down at King's Landing burning everybody that is alive.
Just destroying the wall.
So with everything that's happened in probably like the past 2 or 3 episodes, like what do we think is going to happen for season 8? Because season 8 is going to be at the end of the series, the end of the main story arc of the series. There could be a couple spin-offs from what I understand, but season 8 is going to be the end of it. It is going to be the end of the Song of Ice and Fire. So what is going to happen in season 8, Thad?
I think that it's gonna work out pretty much great for everybody. Cersei and Arya, they're gonna make up, and then the dragons. There's gonna be this awesome Targaryen cleric that lays his hand on the ice dragon, and his eyes go back to normal. Man, I don't know. It's so like it's so up in the air. I don't know. I mean, I'm so used to seeing everybody that I love die. Like I'm not gonna invest anything in. I'm just gonna watch it, and it's gonna be amazing.
This is true. No one is sacred in Game of Thrones. There is no protected characters really. Although George R.R. Martin has pretty much stated that Jon and Daenerys are pretty much safe because this is a Song of Ice and Fire, and those two are the characters that carry the rest of the story. Like having read some of the books and like listening to stuff online about fan theories. Previously in like the Game of Thrones history, there was Lightbringer, which was the sword that was used to defeat the Night King. So there's still rumors or thoughts that are out there that like Lightbringer is still going to be forged, and the way that was forged, it took I forget who forged it, but it took him 3 tries. On the first try, he tempered the sword in water and it broke. The second time, he tempered it in like the heart of a pig, I think, and it broke. And the third time, he tempered it in the heart of his lover, and that's how Lightbringer, the Sword of Fire, was created.
Wow.
So people had thought that maybe Baedric Dondarrion and Thoros of Myr were like involved with that because if you remember in last week's episode, they kind of just like run their hand down their sword and their swords light on fire. So there's lots of speculation on what role Lightbringer will actually play like in the end of the series, or how important that would be, or who exactly is going to forge it. Is it going to be Jon, forging the sword in Daenerys, or will it be, maybe more of a twist? Maybe Jaime has a redeeming quality, and he's the one that forges Lightbringer out of Cersei, and that's how Cersei comes to an end. So there's lots of things that could happen, but I definitely think that Lightbringer is going to come into play next season. I just can't wait to see the Ice Dragon like wreak more havoc. I want to see what the fire does to people, like when the Ice Dragon's kind of let loose.
Yeah. That's it.
It kills. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, but does it turn them into big giant blocks of ice? Yeah, we get that it kills them. Does it burn them blue? Does it burn them red? Or does it turn them into like ice?
Mystical power.
Do they just stand and be like, "Oh, I'm on fire, but it's cold fire"? Like, I want to know what it does.
I wanted to get
because obviously magic. It took down the wall.
Can we just talk about Brienne of Tarth for just a little bit?
You got the hots for it, don't you?
Absolutely. How could you not? I wanted to see Gwendolyn Christie as Wonder Woman, and that didn't work out. And Gal Gadot was great. Don't get me wrong, but she doesn't really look like an Amazon. Let's be honest. Let's talk. What do you think is the future for Brienne of Tarth? What is she gonna do?
So I think that Brienne, like it's not touched as much in the show, but in the books, when Brienne and Jaime are together, they bond a lot more, and that bond is a lot deeper than what you see in the show.
Although we did see that.
Yeah, like you do, but I feel like the book, just because you have more insight into like their thoughts and like how they actually are, like the things that they don't say to each other. I feel like that there's going to be kind of that maybe Brienne and Jaime are going to have. I mean, there's a good chance that Brienne could be the one that ends Jaime. We don't know. I mean, I definitely think that there's going to be something big that happens between those two. I don't necessarily know if it's going to be a showdown or if it's, because right now they are on different sides.
Yeah, I feel
Brienne's
like that was
with Winterfell and Jamie's obviously boning his sister and with her.
But that was really that first time that we saw the moment of weakness in Jaime, right? When he was talking about he was in the baths with Brienne and he was telling her the whole thing about why he was the Kingslayer and why how it was just so traumatic for him, the whole Mad King, when he was going crazy in that whole thing, and he finally got to tell
like
Brienne
in that
about
moment
it.
of vulnerability. In that moment of vulnerability, like after Jaime had lost his hand, like he obviously isn't the soldier that he was anymore, and then he's with this person who is this intimidating physical character, and Jaime had a respect for her, and almost in the fact that she did things that he couldn't at that point. Like he admired or I think envied more that she had her hand and that she was skilled with it and she was a great warrior. And so like that I think allowed them to bond. But I think that's also going to come back into play that those two at some point are going to have a face-off. Like, Cersei and the shenanigans that she's playing, that pits Jaime and Brienne on different sides. And it'll be really interesting to see like how that plays out and if those two actually have to face off with each other.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
It'd be interesting to see.
We're rolling on.
I think we're going back to the audience with Sarah and...
Wait, are we on me? Are we? Hi, we're on me. While we switch out the hot seat yet again, I am now here again with apparently a bright, shining Daenerys running across the camera. This is fabulous. I think we're going to have to get Ravi a dress or two.
My favorite thing he's done so far is wrap it around his...
Like a yenta?
Yeah.
He's like a yenta.
He looks so comfy.
Papa, can you hear me? That's what I need him to sing while he has that wrapped around his head. Papa, can you? He doesn't even know what I'm talking about either. Anyway, so back to the Game of Thrones goodness. So I haven't gotten to actually talk to you yet about this. How did you? Was there anything that you were super surprised about in this episode? And you may have talked about this over there, so apologies if you have. Then avoid it and give me something different. But what major? Clearly we all saw the Jon and Danny thing come in, so that one wasn't really a big surprise. What about anything else?
I mean, I did say before that the biggest surprise to me was that Tyrion didn't die. Or Jaime. I was expecting one of them to die. Okay. Those scenes made me really uncomfortable. I was like tense over here. But
all right, no, that's actually good. So, wait, hold on. We had a slap bet. Ravi said that Tyrion would die in this episode. I said that he wouldn't, and we both agreed that whoever won that bet would get to slap Krishna. Now, I don't know how familiar everyone out there is with the rules of slap bet, but I get to slap him at any time. And he doesn't get to see it coming. No warning. He will not know. I'm going to wait till he's not expecting it. But I might give other people heads up so that we can get that on film, so that we can let you guys see the results of the slap bet. Because, I know Krishna wanted to participate in our slap bet, and now he will. He will, because I won the slap bet. So I might have to hold that slap until closer to the next season. All right, so now we're going to hand it back over. We've got Natalie and Kate in the hot seats. Head that way now.
We're switching. Oh, sorry. Wrong seats. Okay. Now we're good.
We are heading over to the hot seat with the girls.
Sorry, we were in the wrong seats apparently. But yeah, now we're back. Big thing I'm thinking of is Daenerys, Jon. Yeah, I know a lot of people were shipping him. Me, not so much. No.
Yeah. So before I knew that they were very closely related, I could get on board with that in terms of the books.
Good.
In the show, no chemistry whatsoever.
Yeah, they're like brother and sister.
No opportunity. Really,
No
though.
pun intended, but
Really, though. I feel like, but also just in terms of the scenes that they've had together and the interactions they've had, even the scenes they've had discussing each other, we've been given nothing.
yeah, it's like you
Nothing.
can tell that's where the direction is going. The director is like,
You
pretend
know.
you're into her, pretend you like him, and it just, there's no real chemistry with them. It's kind of like I'm watching Attack of the Clones all over again with Natalie Portman and Hayden Christensen, quite frankly. But
Seriously,
that's
though.
a different saga. But yeah, I mean, even seeing them like going at it at the end of the episode, I was just kind of like, oh, this is wrong. Kit
Blinded
Harington
by
has a
the
nice
light.
butt, but oh no, wrong. Yes, sorry, I like butts.
It was-
Anyway,
It was bland and bizarre, and I think it's disappointing because I like the characters separately.
yes,
I think what's going on should be interesting. I don't think either, Emilia Clarke or Kit Harington are bad actors. I think they've been given subpar writing and not an opportunity to develop a relationship that I would care about
see,
at all.
I disagree with that. I think they're okay actors because if you look at the stuff that they've
Okay.
done on their own, none of them has really flourished at the box office or on the
Amelia.
TV.
Yeah.
Amelia, but Kit has had some major films that he's done and have just tanked. So I don't want to say it's the writing because the writing I think this season has been amazing. The last
Generally
episode
speaking, yeah.
with Tormund and the Hound and the whole exchange in that episode was
Clever.
just phenomenal. It was clever. It was on point with their characters. It was great. So I don't really say, in my opinion, that the writing is at fault. I just think that there's no chemistry with them, and it doesn't really show on screen. And then I'm not rooting for it because I can't feel it. I can't sense that they actually are into each other. So, but that's just me. I'm sure there's a lot of people who disagree, and that's fine.
I think there are a lot of people that want to excuse it, which is fine.
Maybe with different actors, it would be better.
Probably.
I think individually they're great. I love their characters by themselves. Just as together, I don't see it.
I don't get it. I also don't like what it's doing to Daenerys as a character.
And I think it's bringing Jon down too, because now it's like, oh, a woman, he's in love with this woman, and he's going to give all the power to the woman, which is great. But it diminishes Jon's character.
And none of it really clicks or makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that a woman in a romantic relationship is at all diminished for the fact that she's in a romantic relationship.
But it just doesn't work for this episode, this season,
Yeah.
this whole storyline, I think. I mean, Danny and Drogo work. Danny and why can't I think of his name? Dario work.
Dario, the guy that should have blue hair.
Oh, he's gorgeous. But you
Both
could,
of them.
You could see the chemistry that she had with Dario, but with Kit, with Jon, it's just not there.
What about Jorah?
Ooh, the Jorah Danny thing. I mean, I'd love for that to happen. I just don't think it's ever going to happen. Poor Jorah. He's totally friend-zoned. He will forever be friend-zoned.
He's more like awkward uncle zoned.
You know what, though?
He's
It's
so much older.
I love that actor, but whenever he talks and he's like, Khaleesi, I love you, I just think Resident Evil. Like, I just keep thinking he's going to tell us something about the Umbrella Corporation in a
My
few
Red
minutes.
Queen.
I just can't. My Red Queen.
Seriously, though. I know.
Nerddom's crossing.
And I feel like he's a good actor, too, though.
He is amazing.
You like everything
I
that he's in,
really
but he's,
love him.
I feel like he's playing himself.
Yeah, basically, he's taking that deep, gorgeous voice of his and just kind of sailing it all the way to the bank. But
Which is good for you.
But we digress. We were also thinking about the whole Bran thing. So the Bran storyline and just that Bran might be the Night King, I know has been circling on Facebook. I don't know much about it. Do you know what the whole...
I know a smidgen.
What is the smidgen?
So, a couple
She knows more than me.
Yeah, a couple of the big points are Bran's relationship with time, thinking back to his ability to essentially speak to Ned when he goes back with the three-eyed raven and he calls out for his father and it seems like he can hear him. There's something weird going on. And then the time loop with Hodor.
Oh, so like he can kind of go back and be that person that the Children of the Forest then infect to become the Night King.
So it's, is he going back in time to try to prevent the war? Is he going back in time to try to
back
prevent
to
himself?
the future kind of thing
Chicken or the
now.
egg?
Yeah, chicken or the egg
really
type
weird.
deal. And then what was the other piece? Then there's also his ability to warg and to get into other bodies.
that could make
Would he
sense.
potentially try to take over the Night King and get stuck? Because then there was the three-eyed raven had said something at some point. It's all over the interwebs. Just search for
I'm gonna have to
Bran and the Night
research
King
this.
if you're curious.
Yeah.
But there's also a piece where the three-eyed raven had said something to him about, getting stuck.
Well, I think everyone was afraid.
It was
Drowning.
be careful about about staying in the memories
For
if you
too
stay
long.
For too long,
Yeah.
It's like an ocean and you'll drown.
It was implied that you can get stuck.
Well,
so
hopefully you guys can research it and get back to us on it because we don't know, and we're heading back to
comment.
school
Sarah.
us.
Back to Sarah.
I don't want to get stuck.
Hi. So first, my question for you. I'm back here with Thad, who is a Targaryen cleric. So here's my question for you, Thad. That wolf that you slew,
It was a big white wolf.
was its name Ikea?
Hacked it with a machete.
Yes, I see that. Was that wolf's name Ikea?
I. Whoa. Yes, we. I at IKEA USA.
You
we
fought
have
the wolf.
the fantastic. What is this? Polvaride.
Wow.
Fleece only less than $4 at IKEA. Also,
Impressive.
can I?
Yes, please. I like it when you stand up and show the world your bum.
Again in this.
Oh no, that's an empty beer.
Okay, yeah, it's empty.
All right.
Just do this a little
There we go. Yes.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Game of Thrones. And so speaking of white wolves, we have yet to see.
When was the last time we saw Ghost?
There we go. I don't know.
It was at the Battle of the Bastards, right? Did he just show up out of nowhere and start tearing people to ribbons?
And then what happened?
And then the Knights of the Vale showed up, right? Or no? Or did?
I'm just saying
I don't remember.
we haven't seen Ghost. We need to see Ghost. I miss Ghost.
But we didn't see anything happen to him.
Well, no, and also even if it was implied, until we've actually seen it happen, we can't believe that anyone is dead. Clearly.
Okay.
I would say.
That's fair. That's a
So-
safe bet.
So maybe we'll get to see a little Ghost next season.
I think that's safe. I hope so. I mean,
Maybe Ghost will kill Cersei
I hope that
to avenge his siblings.
it's gonna be. Yeah, no,
That
it's
would be
gonna be. Maybe they'll just all do a dog pile on Cersei and just.
I don't know where that's going, but I think we should stop that. Yeah, like okay, dogpile on Cersei and somebody, and you just somebody does the deed and nobody knows who it
They all
is.
want to kill Cersei. Oh my God! What are they gonna have a battle over who gets to kill Cersei?
The Battle of the Bitches. We already had the Battle of the Bastards. Woo! All right, so we are gonna head over now to Daniel and Evelyn in the hot seat for more chit chat and whatever. Are we?
Hey again, guys. So we were asked to talk about like what we thought was disappointing about this episode.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I felt the episode was a little bit slow. I understand that they were setting up for season 8.
I really like. There was a chunk right after the beginning until the last quarter of it that I was just like, nah.
I know that there's still a couple of direwolves that are out and about still. Like
Right.
Nymeria is still alive and Ghost is still alive. Rumors are from the books, from what I understand, that Nymeria has found other direwolves and she has like a pack. That would have been super cool to see.
Yeah,
like
but
at
we
some
didn't see
point,
anything even
we didn't see anything even
alluding to
remotely
that.
close or alluding to that. That would have been super cool. I mean, I wanted to see more of Frank the Night King. Just,
that's what I was going to
crushing it.
say. Yeah, like I'm happy with how they ended it because I think that set it up well for the next season. But that's the only time we saw Frank.
Yeah. I love Frank. Yeah, Frank is.
And like, yes, it was awesome that he was riding on the dead dragon, but that was it.
Yeah, I like how the dragon had kind of like decayed a little bit. Like
Yeah.
you see like the holes and like
It
the
looked like
leathery
the
wings
horses.
and yeah, that looked a little bit.
Is Frank Brand?
So there was nothing even touched on that in this episode. There is still a lot of speculation that Bran could have gotten trapped in the person that becomes the Night King. But like there wasn't anything that alluded to that. I also thought it was. I kind of wish we would have seen more, like when Bran was at the weirwood tree. At the end, I feel like we could have seen maybe more.
Right.
Maybe
We're still
what he
nowhere
was,
closer to understanding what's actually going on between
Or
like
how-
him and
Yeah,
the
like, or
Night
how
King.
Bran fits into everything. There's still like the speculation online that he could be all of the Bran named characters from Game of Thrones, like Brandon the Builder. I think it's Brandon the Brave. That he could be all of those, but none of that was alluded to in any of this. And I feel like if that was going to be a thing that happened in this, they would have maybe kind of hinted at that. Because there's
Right.
only so many episodes next season. So, like, beyond the fighting that's obviously going to happen from Winterfell north, like, how does that play into everything?
Right. They didn't develop that storyline at all.
No, not even a little.
So it's like we know no more than we did.
Yeah.
And that's kind of disappointing. For real.
Trying to think of, like, what else that I wanted to see that I didn't. I felt like this episode was a little bit slower. There could have been more fighting. Like, I would have been interesting to see basically, like, the forces at the very beginning, like the Unsullied and the Dothraki, like, actually
Right.
clash with the Lannister forces.
Because they set it up like, oh, something epic's going to happen, but nothing really happened.
Yeah,
with
like,
that.
it could have been more dramatic if, like, they had started fighting, and then the Raven comes from King Landing saying, like, hey, look, we need to call things off. Like, there's this big meeting, and apparently there's something bigger going on, but it wasn't. And it's odd because, like, Jamie knew about the meeting because obviously he had met with Tyrion last episode. So, like, for him to have been there and kind of been worried, it was, I don't know, I guess it's more of, at that point, you're just seeing the validity of Daenerys' message of, like, hey, we don't really want to fight. We have this other thing that we have to take care of. So maybe that's why we didn't see things. But I would have really liked to have seen some Dothraki and Unsullied fight the Lannisters.
I was expecting the episode to be far more intense and exciting, like, all the way through than it was. The scenes that were intense and exciting were great. But I was expecting, like, epic movie status.
Yeah, I felt, especially being at an hour and 30 minutes, it could have felt more like a feature film. But it just felt like a really long episode of Game of Thrones. Which, I mean, obviously there's nothing wrong with that because we all like Game of Thrones. But I feel like for the season ender, it could have been a little bit more action-packed and made us want more of what we saw in this episode in season 8.
Well, and especially since the season was so fast-paced to begin with, they could have just kept that up.
Yeah.
But
So.
Who was in a fight? Unsullied or Lannisters?
I mean, the Unsullied, easily. So, at this point, we're going to switch back to Sarah, who is with Natalie.
yeah.
Hello again. All right, so yes, I'm back here with Natalie.
Apparently you have an accent.
I do. I do. It just comes out the longer this goes. The more I watch Game of Thrones, apparently I pick up random accents, I guess. All right, so what have we not discussed yet, you and I?
Costumes.
Oh, we haven't, have we?
In case you can't tell, I'm very into costumes and detail.
Hi. So
associated with costumes. I feel that the costume designer really upped her game this episode. Last episode, I was not thrilled with that coat, but anyway, long story short.
yeah, we did that. We talked about that, I think, last time.
But the dress is like Cersei's gorgeous.
Oh my God.
gown. It was stunning.
I love that.
Yeah, and then even Danny's. I don't know what's up with that sash though. It's like this weird, it's hanging off her shoulder. It's
The
not,
red.
Yeah,
like,
it's just a red
scaly
sash.
one of- it's
Yeah.
like it's pin tucked to be scales, kind of.
Yeah, I think maybe they're trying to put more of the dragons in there, but
I
they
think
still have
so.
some of the dragon heads and the jewelry, so it's kind of overkill in my opinion. But the armor, Jaime's armor is gorgeous.
Yes.
I mean, just the Lannister lion right here on his pauldron. Is that what it's
Yes.
called? I think it's a pauldron.
Yes.
That is stunning. The whole detail right here. And I don't know if you noticed, but in Cersei's dress, she's
Yes,
got the
she has
Lannister
the
lion
Lannister
right
It was
there.
beautiful.
It's like she's already armed all the time,
Yes.
even in a dress or whatever.
And that dress was very much more like armor. Like
Yeah.
at least like leather armor.
Like she's ready to go to battle.
Yeah, I want that dress. I want the dress that she wore to the meeting.
Both of them were
I like
really
the second one too. The one that was more of a coat almost. It was like a
I
coat
would
dress
say
at the
so,
second
yeah,
one.
with the fur, right?
Yes, with
Yeah.
the fur, with the pelt around her shoulders. But I wonder if that was a direwolf that she had.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was ladies' fur that she used.
Aw.
But Tyrion's
Poor lady.
costume, I'm kind of disappointed in. It's very
It was very
blasé.
simple.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Maybe because he's not that important this episode.
Maybe.
We felt bad for John because everyone is in these nice costumes, and then he's got that big cloak in the heat.
But it's not that hot anymore.
True.
Obviously,
True.
we saw the snow coming down. Finally, winter has arrived in the south.
Yes, it's getting there.
So that's one thing. Actually, speaking of costumes, that because I feel like earlier in the episode I was like, Daenerys was in that. It was super covered, which is so very unlike her, as we can see from Robbie's costume.
Yes.
But she was completely covered and like with a double-breasted coat dress at the very beginning in the meeting, and so was Cersei. And at first I thought, why is everybody so covered? It's so hot. But then at the end it started snowing, and I thought, oh, okay, never mind. It's actually getting colder. They're trying to show us that, but we are just complaining. We're just laughing because they're wearing all these like really warm clothing in the warm south, which is clearly not the case anymore.
What I also thought was funny was just all of the main characters, are not main, but secondary characters that were literally there for scenery. Missandei and Jorah, literally you see them in the background for all of 2 seconds. I'm like, they got a paycheck for that.
Oh yeah, I'd like that paycheck.
Grey Worm standing there for all of 1 minute. Done. I'm like, I'll take that paycheck. So HBO, you hiring? I'll be a stand-in.
I'll stand in for Euron because he was only there for a minute too, and I mean, I can wear eyeliner and run.
And be a weakling and annoying. Yeah, we could do that. Well, I don't know. I don't.
Oh, I'm sure that I believe that Cersei's plan. She's
really pulling the wool over her eyes. I'm not quite sure what her game plan is yet. I still don't know if she's pregnant.
I still don't believe she's pregnant. Because, and simply I say that because at first when we saw her talking to Tyrion, I thought, oh, she just, like subconsciously she put her hand there, and at first I thought, oh no, like okay, maybe she really is pregnant because I didn't believe it last episode. But now that we see that she'd planned all this with Euron and that she was going to double cross them, I think she did it because she knew Tyrion would pick up on it and see that think that she was pregnant. Whether I still think she's lying, I still think she's lying and she's not preggers.
So with that, or if she is preggers, she's preggers with like Euron's kid or somebody else, not Jaime's.
The kid's not going to come out blonde, and then she's going to have to explain. So, all right.
If it even does.
I don't think it's real. Okay, so now I believe we are ready to go back over to the hot seats where we have our very own Daenerys Targaryen, Mr. Robbie in his pretty blue dress, barefoot as only Daenerys can be, and Kate, the lovely Kate Trish.
What? First up, her name. Thank you.
You're on, kid.
So, welcome to the 5-minute segment where Kate thinks that character development is important to Game of Thrones.
Who would have
Where
thought?
I decide that it is not important because it was clearly not shown in this episode. What character development did we have in this episode? Please go.
It's like, go, Theon.
Theon. What did Theon do exactly? That
Theon-
was character development.
For lack of a better phrase, he grew a pair.
He grew a
He
pair.
grew the pair that he had lost.
He grew a pair that he lost.
This was an important episode for Theon finding a little bit of courage, deciding what's important, deciding he was going to fight for his sister, and trying to make nice with Jon Snow, who gave him way too easy of an out.
A lot of people probably thought that Jon Snow and him were actually gonna kind of like goodbye to each
Oh,
other.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I definitely thought Theon might be going after him.
But we can. I think we can both agree that this season has been very Hollywood.
Oh,
right?
certainly.
It's very fast paced. It's very non-whimsical. It's very
Straightforward.
straightforward. It makes no goddamn sense at the end of the day. I say that phrase too many times. Every time I say it, you should donate to us. Anyway,
It's like a drinking game.
all right, fine, take a shot then. But I think we can both agree that this season has been very kind of like we're getting what everybody expects and thinks, and
Yes.
Theon, what he did, we kind of expected, right?
A little bit.
I wouldn't say that was surprising. I would say that's kind of boring. Very boring, actually. his sister's in danger, he's going to all of a sudden grow a new set, if you will.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I feel that way only because that was the only way to go from there. The only way to go was up. You're welcome. And I had said this before, it's almost like they needed to give us that little bit of redemption for Theon so that they can kill him.
So you think he's gonna get the...
Either we'll kill him for some sort of value of some kind. Maybe he'll sacrifice himself in some grand gesture to make some silly plot work somehow.
Makes sense. Kind of, not
but
really, actually.
It's almost like the type of character death you either get very sudden as if to impress upon people the reality of the situation and have some shock value, or you see them through the arc that they need to go through and the development they need to experience, and then you kill them.
I'm sorry I fell asleep there.
I know. Well, Theon's boring.
It was very boring because guess what, Theon? Oh, I lost my balls, and then I met with the Starks, and then I felt sad, and then my sister came and saved me, and now my sister's gone, and it's very boring.
Yeah, no, I don't think it makes a huge impact anymore because Theon became so unlikable.
That makes sense.
Technically, he didn't even find his balls. It was Ned's balls that he found after the talk with Jon.
Okay,
this is true, actually. This is
Ned's
very true.
cojones.
That's true. The voice, which we call God, decided to speak to us just now, and he stated, oh, actually, wait, what do they call it? There's like the new gods in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, the old gods and the new.
Anyway, a new god.
7.
The new god. Sure, whatever. One of those idiots just said to us that...
One of those was your wife. You're in so much trouble.
No, I'm not. They can't see the camera on... She just flicked me off.
As soon as we cut away, I'm going to get him.
Dear God, I'm so scared.
Your wife is the red goddess.
Oh, crap.
Is the red lady, is the priestess of the Lord of the Light, and you're going to cross me, Daenerys?
Daenerys is crossing the red
Yo,
lady.
I got like 2.5 dragons, maybe. Maybe. I have no idea.
We don't know if
But
one can come back.
to the point of Theon, I think he's kind of I don't know. I think we kind of keep him around just for laughs at this point. He's not very integral to the story anymore. Nor is his sister, honestly.
No.
Like, I get that. Oh my God, what's that? Cersei's.
Okay.
I get that Cersei's is like, hey, the uncle was like, hey, I'm leaving, going to my island because screw the Walking Dead.
Yeah, just like they can't swim. Bye.
Bye. But at the same time, kind of like that entire storyline seems so insignificant, right? Mm-hmm. Because at the very same time, you've kind of already weakened that storyline, right? They can legitimately just go back to their islands and forget everybody else. Mm-hmm. They don't have to care. This guy is all about, I want to marry the queen or whatever. But at the same time, it's like you can easily go back to your islands, hide away. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your nephew. Nobody cares about your niece. There are no stakes, honestly.
Okay, here's where I get to take a dig at you. The reason all of this is insignificant is because we don't care about the characters because there's no development.
Yes.
And really all they're doing is setting up for the plot next season. I think what we'll see is probably Theon and Yara will like come back and be like, yeah, we're in power again, we're doing cool things, now we're going to get rid of our uncle because he went and got the gold company and we're going to stop that. And it's just, no one cares.
Right,
no one cares.
but do you feel like I get we disagree on the whole character development thing, but at the same time, it's like nobody cares about these characters right now, right? They are so insignificant to the plot. They're basically just like, I'm moving this dumbass army here, and I'm moving this dumbass army here. I mean, Chet, you're probably right. Those two morons are going to get the Iron Islands. They're going to be able to move whatever Tom, Dick, and Harry's ship or whatever. Mm-hmm. I feel like I moved the camera.
You did a little bit.
Can somebody double check the camera, please?
You're fine.
He's a wreck. He's getting very excited.
Very excited because screw character development.
What am I looking for?
Oh, for the love of God.
You're fine.
You're looking for some character development.
The beauties of being live.
About Daenerys.
Daenerys.
Anyway, in conclusion, this episode was kind of boring.
It was a little. There was a stretch.
Nobody interesting died, except Littlefinger, and even that was kind of boring because he was a terrible character that nobody gave to.
Because the setup was awful.
About. No, just nobody cared about him.
Everyone cared about him dying. We all wanted him
Nobody
to
cared
die.
about him dying.
We all screamed.
I
when
didn't
it
scream.
happened.
I just went.
That's fine. Are we stopping Robbie from talking?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. We're going to go back to Sarah because she has intelligent input that we're all excited to hear about.
Thank you, Kate. I love you too. Because you are an intelligent woman with things to say about character development, which is important. Speaking of characters I haven't talked a lot about that you guys just spoke of, Littlefinger. So glad. Sitting here with Jesse again. So I got to be honest. I've been hoping for so long that Littlefinger would just bite it, that somebody would kill him, that I really wasn't expecting it to actually happen in this episode. What were your thoughts? I mean, I know we all screamed when it happened because it was like, oh my God. What were your thoughts past that? Oh my God.
Well, obviously it's the part in sibling unity where you're like, yeah, the family's working together. But essentially, you're right. We didn't think Littlefinger would have it in for him because he's skirted around the issue so many times and he's undermined everyone around him and he's lied and cheated and got to where he is. It was a beautiful, wonderful surprise when Sansa brought her full attention to him, even though we thought Arya was the one on trial.
That was a pretty fabulous moment. I was so hoping. I was like, once she started speaking and then you saw Arya just stand, I was like, something's not right. Except I did honestly say, okay, Arya's about to take down everyone in that room.
Well, everyone
because
in the room was like, she's fully armed. They didn't de-arm her at all.
yeah, they didn't. If she was
away, they didn't do anything.
exactly, and we know why now. That was honestly, I thought that was well played with the way this season has gone so far, where they, as we've discussed in many of the episodes of LuZo Live and LuZo Cast, where we've talked about the fact that they just kind of spoon feed you everything that's happening, where you there's so much foreshadowing that it's just not a surprise. They did a good job with the Littlefinger reveal and death. And Arya knocked one more off of her list. So I'm gonna see, who do we have left on the list? You kind of go through the ones you know that we've killed off the list real quick while I look that up.
The ones that we know. Walter Frey is obviously gone. She took out the Hound, which she's not entirely sure is dead. He's obviously gone.
She didn't take out the Hound.
On her list, as far as she's concerned, he's absolved.
This is true.
So she might meet him again later, and there was a cool little session in this episode where he asked about her, and Brienne's like, she's not the one you need to worry about. That I approved of.
Okay, so I've got the list.
I have the list.
I have the list. Cersei, as we know, is on the list. Do you think that Arya will be the one to kill Cersei?
I really want Arya to do it, but I don't think she will because George R.R. Martin is cruel.
Okay. Apparently we're ready to go on. We will come back to the list after the next two people in the hot seats, and I would say two, but apparently it looks like there might be three because we've got two people and a cat. We've got both Evelyn and Arjuna in the hot seat now. So let's take it away, guys. Evelyn, Arjuna, and Oz, the cat.
Hello, and welcome to the Ozcast.
Well, isn't the LuZo Cast kind of partially the Ozcast?
That is true. That is absolutely true. So one thing that hasn't been talked about yet tonight, which I think for me was my favorite scene, and I think there was the most cheering with our group, was the death of Littlefinger. It's been the storyline that's kind of been the black sheep of this season, the one that's just so oddly fit into some of the scenes with the Suicide Squad going over the wall last week, and then those are the scenes that were cut with it. It just was like, what is going on? And it didn't seem believable that it was, Sansa and Arya, for these characters that had gone through so much, had developed so much, were going against each other and really conspiring. And it seemed even more weird when you first saw Sansa talking with Littlefinger, and we found out why.
Yeah. I really enjoyed how they set it up to be like Sansa was going to execute Arya, but then it was like, nope, kidding. And I think that's what everybody wanted to happen, is everybody wanted to see Arya kill Littlefinger. So it was definitely a little fan servicey, but also I enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome.
I would say it was a lot fan servicey because they showed all these scenes which were seemingly private conversations, and now I get Littlefinger is a master of manipulation and nothing's truly private, but they didn't really show a lot to indicate that these were being eavesdropped on. It just seemed kind of like a twist to be a twist to kind of have this storyline in there. And when we're playing with such real, like, little real estate to kind of dedicate such a large storyline, so many episodes to this, is kind of silly to me. That was pretty much
the whole storyline with Sansa and Arya this entire season
almost
was all leading up to this point. The entire storyline for them.
Especially with Sansa. She's been in Winterfell all season. She's been without Jon for most of it.
Except for the first episode, really.
So it's just like, what are we doing here? Like, why are we doing this? I will say, the actual death scene itself with Arya brutally slashing his throat was fantastic.
Great.
It was
it.
Quick, it was
and
brutal.
And it was his knife.
Yeah, and it was poetic.
It was really good.
Especially with, Bran and Sansa and Arya all to be there. 3 characters specifically all screwed over. The last 3 Stark children, as it was confirmed in this episode. And
all of them coming together
to kill the men pretty much most responsible for the deaths of the other Stark members, right? It was cool, and it was a moment that was cheered on by us.
It was great.
As well. So, I think.
I don't know if it's someone else's turn.
I think we're going. Are we? So, well, let's continue talking.
I don't know.
They're figuring it out. So, I will say this: I'm a little. Littlefinger is such a master of manipulation. There was the great climbing the ladder scene between him and Varys. I forget what season that was, 3 or 4, however long ago it was. But for his end to kind of come this way, where, again, like a lot of things this season, so obviously, were you disappointed that his complete arc is now over, where a character of master manipulation was done in maybe so easily? So
right, I feel like because of who he is, his death should have been a little bit less predictable. I thought it was, like, we all knew it was going to happen from the start of, like, I feel like we all called it. So, I don't know. I felt like it was too predictable.
It was a little predictable, and I guess talking about, now it's kind of weird to say season 7's over. Because it's just 7 episodes and we have 1 season left.
It went so fast.
It does fit in with the theme of this season of just being predictable, of things coming together. It's
definitely more Hollywood.
Very Hollywood, very obvious. There's nothing truly masked. And I think, every season of Game of Thrones we kind of get that twist, right? Like, even last season we got the crypt, the religious area blowing up and killing most of the Tyrells and just so many, the Iron Fist. And so many different characters, and we didn't get that twist. I think this year, like, everything just seemed so obvious. Even the Ice Dragon last week was something that was very obvious.
I agree with you, but I also feel like the entire point of this season is setting everything up for next season. I think it was just a bunch of stuff that they had to get done so that next season will be everything they want it to be.
Yeah.
I think that it was just like when there's a trilogy of movies and there's that movie in the middle that's kind of
The Dark Knight's a great middle trilogy movie, though. We'll say that.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back is also another great trilogy. Thank you, Voice of God, wherever you are. We don't know. That's considered the weakest Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I love the Two Towers,
but the other 2 are better.
Yeah, for sure. And then you have the Hobbit trilogy.
Just all around.
So
crumbling.
I mean, real quick, where would you put season 7 of Game of Thrones with the other 7 seasons? Do you put it in the top half, the bottom half, middle, lower?
Yeah, like I like it, but I feel like the first few seasons were more exciting for me.
Interesting.
But
did you binge them or did you watch them live? That's the difference.
I binged them.
Yeah.
I never watched This is the first season of Game of Thrones I've ever watched live.
Okay.
Let it be known.
Wow.
I am always, because I never watched a lot of TV until I moved to Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Yeah, for sure.
But
yeah, I put it somewhere. I would say the top half, just because I think there were some good memorable moments.
Yeah.
But ultimately, because it felt so obvious, it didn't move Wall Street. So we're gonna wrap up, I believe.
Good, but too Hollywood.
We're gonna go to the couch right now.
Hello, can you hear me? Yes, oh, you can. Woo! Everyone, what do we think about that episode of Game of Thrones? So good. That was weak, but that's fine.
It could have been quicker. It could have been faster. It was a slow episode.
Okay.
It was everything we thought it would be, but I want more.
You want more? Okay. Okay. So is that what you're expecting from season 8?
Yes, exactly. I want battles. I want dragons. I want murder. I want deception. I want treachery. I want more.
Nice. Nice. We only have 6 episodes to do it in, so
They
I
gotta
hope it
figure
happens.
Figure it out.
Nice. Nice. I like that. Jesse has spoken. Claudio, what was your favorite moment from the last episode of season 7 of Game of Thrones?
Can I talk about the worst moment?
Yes.
Littlefinger died, and I'm pretty sure I was the only person ever to have liked him. I thought his character was amazing. Him and Varys were great. They started off as nothing, and they basically built an empire. And then he gets his throat slashed by somebody who's immune from dying, apparently, because everybody loves Arya. So that's kind of sad.
Wow. Okay, that's a really outside the box response there.
Unpopular opinion.
I'm pretty much the only person that liked him, I think.
Everyone else in the room went, yeah! Good
Wait.
job.
So now that Littlefinger is dead, who will be the character that you're maybe looking forward to then in season 8?
Oh, Cersei, by far. I want her and Frank to get it on, spawn an army of, ice dragon children, and just kill everybody. That would be amazing.
If anyone's curious, Frank is the cheerful nickname of the Night King.
Thank you, a.k.a. maybe Bran. We'll see. We'll see. Next, in a couple seconds. So, Thad, real quick, what was your favorite moment of season 7, the finale?
I liked when Bran revealed that he was he knew about the Targaryen family, the bloodline, and all about Jon. He just laid it out. I liked that a lot, actually.
Nice, nice. And Kate, to finish it off, what was your favorite moment?
Littlefinger died. It was great.
And he's dead. All right, we're going to take it over to our final wrap-up with Sarah, Ravi, and Natalie. Guys, take it away.
Don't you mean Melisandre, Daenerys, and Marjorie? Hi. Hello.
Khaleesi, do you have anything to say?
Check out LuZoProductions.com. It's a great website. There's a lot of nerd stuff there.
Nerd stuff is awesome.
Never been prouder of you, my husband.
Yes, he looks glorious, doesn't he?
He does.
I'm glowing right now.
There's
with sweat.
Yes, it's a bit. You try wearing this wig.
Yeah, or that thick material.
Oh, there's so much sweat
Just
going
saying.
on. So last little round of predictions for us for next season. Who do you guys think is going to kill Cersei?
Oh God, I hope it's Jaime. He needs to. And I kind of have a feeling he's going to die somehow after he kills her, even though they're not connected that way as twins, but I kind of feel that's going to happen.
Especially the last sequence that we saw where he covers the gold hand and he's just riding off into the night. I mean, he's kind of done with the Lannister BS at that point.
I will say there's the theory the prophecy that Maggie the Frog gave Cersei when she was young, that she will be basically killed by the Valonqar, which is High Valyrian for little brother. But what I would like to point out, because some people say, oh, that has to be Tyrion, but Jaime came out after Cersei.
Yep.
So technically either of them is her little brother.
Yep.
And that aside from all the other theories on what that could actually mean in the loose definition or the loose translation of Valonqar. But I really think I'm going to say it yet again, I really do hope it's Jaime, because I think much as it would be interesting to see Arya get to cross another one off her list, she's already gotten across a lot off her list, and I want Jaime to take Cersei out. That's just me. And yes, I agree with Kate that the best part of this episode, I think, was Littlefinger dying. I've been asking for that for so long. I'm really happy with that.
The dragon
The dragon was
wall.
that was kind of
That
insane. The
was
wall
so
coming down. There was so much.
Tormund's like face on that was just
Yeah.
like you could see it was like this is the end. Like we're done at this point. Like if I was Tormund, I would be like, I will move as far south as humanly possible. I will make some marijuana. I will be a farmer for as long as I can be, and then
an island.
that's it.
Yeah, go to an
He's
island.
gonna go find Brienne and just run off.
Make
There you go.
giant babies.
Yeah,
Those
him
are
and
gonna be
Captain
some giant
Phasma.
babies.
There you go.
Tormund and Brienne and the
Tormund and Captain
giant
Phasma.
babies. Tormund and Captain Phasma
I mean,
and
you
the
made
giant
that,
babies.
You made that comment, like, Tormund's seen a lot of things that have happened. So for him to have been, like, that scared, like...
It was bad.
He's very scared,
It was
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to see that the walkers come into the Seven Kingdoms, that's...
They're on their way.
And not on ice around Eastwatch like we thought it was going
That
to be.
I want to bring that up real quick
I-
because we saw from episode 2 the in the theme song in the opening the water to
It's
the
freezing
east
over.
is freezing over,
Yeah.
but for
So-
some reason it's not frozen over, and we have a dragon that's just like
Yeah.
So don't
Goodbye,
you think,
wall.
Don't
See
you
you
think
later.
maybe that was a bit more of a metaphor then for the North coming down into the Seven Kingdoms? Now
no,
that we've seen it happen
I think
like
that was
this?
a tease.
Yeah, that might have been
Right.
a tease.
A tease, but also it was truth. I mean, the ice is coming down to the Seven Kingdoms. The winter is coming.
I mean, it could be. They've been
Winter is
messing with
coming.
us like that with little details every now and
Yep,
again.
they like
so
to screw with us.
We're just gonna give this character a
bit.
dagger that means something else to some other character, but we're not gonna say anything about it. That kind of thing.
The way
then-
the way Arya killed
and then Littlefinger
yep.
died.
Yep. That was amazing. That was
amazing with his
Yep.
own. No, she
Yep.
did it with her own dagger. Did she do it with his? She
I
did a
don't
needle.
know.
I think she did it with the dagger. he
Either
gave
way,
her.
he's
The
dead.
Bran gave her.
He's dead. So
Yeah.
Our producer
super
just
happy
said
about that.
Our producer just said this.
So
That means
could
yes. That's a
mean yes.
confirmation. So,
I think
yeah.
it probably also means that.
I think that we
should
have
stop
to
speaking.
end this because
The words.
number one, I want to get out of this.
But he looks so fabulous.
Oh, but it is
I'm-
great, and it's much cooler than the one.
Dresses
I'm
are
wearing.
very like free flowing, but I'm sweating, so I went
does
out.
that too, yeah.
Yeah, I've done that too. Please
the
check out
sweaty dance.
LuZoProductions.com. You will see all of our videos and everything. LuZo Cast goes live 4:30 Pacific time every Sunday. LuZo Live will be sporadic, but check out our Twitter and our Facebook to see when we will be doing new LuZo Live episodes and so forth. Also check out The Lateral, LuZo Review, LuZo Challenge, and so many other things. LuZoProduction.com is your gateway to everything that this weird family does.
And like us and follow us on all the social medias everywhere, because that's how you find out when we do these LuZo Live things and when we're doing other ridiculous, crazy things like
Wearing a
cons
dress.
and cosplay,
We've got
and
Long Beach coming up next weekend, so
got some good stuff coming.
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Check it out. And also, we'll see you in maybe 2019, 2018 if some idiots get
We'll
there.
see you before then. We've
They
got
get their act
we got other
together,
things
yeah.
coming up too. Surely there are more things we can do live.
Yes.
Maybe not in costume though. Thanks,
Thank
guys. Have a great night.
Valar Magulas.
Valar Dohaeris.
I don't know what the hell they said.